down hither, and with whom hast thou left those few sheep?
Go on now, preacher.
People who are lousy and failures at what they should do, always seem willing to point an accusative finger at those others. Instead of being concerned with the man that just had him scampering down that mountain, he chooses to be disdainfully incredulous about David and his sheep. He says scornfully, and with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? You would remember that David, in verse 20, handed the sheep to a keeper. Remember we touched on that? Yes. David was careful to appoint someone to take care of the sheep before he left. But Eliab don't know that, so he cast this contemptuous accusation on David. It is a truocity that people who are failures at their own duties always find occasion to castigate others. People whose lives are in a mess find it a pleasure to pinpoint the issues in other people's lives. Look around and you will find that people who have nothing to show that they have lived, nothing to prove that they have answered the call of Jesus, nothing to prove that they are receiving a salary, but are always finding fault at what everyone else is doing. What? It was Eleanor Roosevelt.
What?
The wife of the 32nd President of the United States, Eleanor Roosevelt, she said this: great minds discuss ideas, they're forward-looking, they analyze, they develop concepts and projections. Average minds discuss events, the last sports, cricket, football, DVDs, events, concerts. Average mind and small minds discuss people. Failures at their calling, but accusative of the other, and that was Eliab's problem. And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? His negative innuendos that he cast at David was born out of the notion in Eliab's myopic mind that because David was responsible for a few, and he was responsible for many, that David's few was insignificant as compared to his many. You get it? He reasoned in his narrow-mindedness that because he had more responsibility than David's few sheep, that David's few sheep was insignificant to his many. Eliab conjured that because he was hired and David was working for free, that he was doing something that was more noteworthy. Eliab conjectured that to be adequately recognized for his service, David would have to be doing exactly what he was doing. And all the while he was suggesting this, he was trying to prevent David from being employed in the army.
Wow.
In order to get Eliab's approval, David would have to leave shepherding and find a more noteworthy occupation, a more socially acceptable career, or else David would have to increase the number of his sheep. Eliab had constructed a box of intolerance. He had built a box of vindictiveness and prejudice, and that box excluded David because Eliab could not think outside the box. It was clear that Eliab was hell-bent on thwarting any chance David could get to better the situation. Eliab had lost complete view of the big picture. His small-mindedness, his tunnel vision, his modus operandi, which was propelled from a scarcity mentality, so veiled his vision that he could not offer any help. And the one who could offer the most help was the one he was most angry at.